And if you're wondering why goats, why not anything else? They could, again, bring in equipment. They could also bring in elephants. That's really, really expensive.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I would argue for elephants as well.
Please, next time.
Next time, let's just try, just a suggestion.
It's the Morning Scramble. Z102.9.
Okay, well, for our very first nerd news story, there was a human jawbone that was just found last month.
What? Human?
Human jawbone? Yeah.
Where?
On the Iowa River in Marshall County.
Oh.
Now, they believe this belonged to a prehistoric Native American.
What?
Yeah. This is according to the Marshall County Sheriff's Office. So the jawbone was still intact, but there's obviously a little bit of deterioration a little bit. So,
yeah.
And from that.
Prehistoric.
Yeah. From that, they could tell the jawbone was several years old. So they sent it off to the University of Iowa to take a look at it. And they did some looks. The problem is, this is so old that there wasn't medical records, so they're not going to.
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to tell you.
Prehistoric.
Yeah, I know. I'm just what? Just letting you know, okay?
Dang it!
I didn't want you to be like, whose jawbone is it?
Who was it?
I can't tell you.
You had me at prehistoric. We're not going to get the name.
Okay, you're not going to get the name, but they did send it off to the University of Iowa, and what they think is that it's likely from a middle-aged or older male.
Okay.
Who is prehistoric Native American. So now what they have to do, because there's a law that was made back in 1990, they have to they have to give it back. So there was about 10 tribes that were around the Iowa River. So they're going to have to give it back to one of them, and then they'll take care of it, bury it.
Are they able to figure out which tribe? I mean, that's
I don't
not
know
a
if
lot
they're gonna
to
be able to
go off of.
Yeah. Who wants it? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that part. But they do have to hand it back. They have to. That's part of the rule. So
I think that's great because that, proper burial and all that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But isn't that crazy?
They just found the jaw.
About a month ago. I was like, August 10th is when they saw it. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
There were some other things, too, that was found that looked like bones, but they were not. It was just this one, though.
Just the jaw.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Makes you wonder, is there more around that area?
Exactly. Let's do some more digging.
Can we do that, or are you not? I don't know.
I don't know. And also, is it because of the river levels being low?
That's true. Or maybe
some things
went down the river. Who
yeah,
knows?
True.
But it's pretty cool that we were able to find that. Pretty
weird.
Awesome. Earlier this year, in both the Arctic and the Antarctic, there was a record-smashing heat waves that were reported, which caused some things to happen. You had melting ice. You had collapsing glaciers. Not good. Nope. But there were some scientists at Yale, and they kind of laid out a plan. Now, this isn't happening. They just kind of came up with what we could do. So it's just a plan of what we could do.
Get a bunch of refrigerators and no.
Kind of close. No, not really.
No. If I'm close, we're in trouble.
This is why you didn't go to Yale.
I don't want to be right. I'm just putting things out there.
So this is their plan of what we could do. Again, this is not the plan of what is actually going to happen, just a plan of what we could do. Their idea is to refreeze the North and South poles. So basically, it would require high-flying jets to spray aerosol into the atmosphere at a latitude of 60 degrees north and south. Basically, the particles would reflect light back into space. So once they land onto the snow...
Whoa. Like the stuff from a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so it's aerosol particles.
So it doesn't matter that it's cold. It matters the color.
Good question.
Because it's reflecting light.
Yes. Yeah. So it's going to land on the snow. It's going to reflect the light back into space. It's also going to add some type of shading as well, which will kind of keep things a little bit cooler, so it's not melting as fast. The problem is this will require about, they think, 125 jets to do it.
Oh.
They said it's cheap. I don't think it's cheap. But
I don't know.
It's just because I don't think I could afford this. But
it's a lot of jet fuel, guys.
Annual cost, they're estimating, is $11 billion.
Whoa. Annual?
Yeah.
So we have to keep doing it? This isn't a one-time deal? Oh, yeah.
And they're saying that's cheap. What?
No.
Maybe to the Kardashians, $11 billion is cheap.
Yeah, have them fund that.
Yeah. So that's again just what we could do. That the scientists at Yale say that's not going to solve the problem. Okay. It's more like just a Band-Aid, but it's an option.
Well, that's kind of scary.
Refreezing.
We need a Band-Aid.
But it could also be an option for really anywhere, not just North and South Pole. You could do this anywhere if we wanted to cool down Iowa because it was it was just too hot. We could do that.
We just have to spray. This is where people are. There's no people there.
I don't think I want to breathe that in.
No.
So that's a little bit of a problem there.
No, back to the drawing board, science.
Go back to Claire's idea. Let's open refrigerators.
Just get a big refrigerator. It's easy.
It's so easy. Why were you guys not thinking about that?
Just as good as spray on it.
You're right. You're right.
I don't know, science.
I think you should go to Yale. I think you have some great ideas.
Hi, Yale. It's Claire.
You've heard of like sports teams, they have their GOATs, right? The greatest of all times. You've got Simone Biles.
Oh, yeah.
Serena Williams,
Yep.
just to name a few. Well, Bruce Moore, they also got their GOATs. But literally, they got GOATs. So we all know what happened on August 10th of 2020. It was the derecho. And they had a lot of things that happened at Bruce Moore.
Oh,
they
my
lost
goodness.
a lot of things,
We
right?
went for Bruce Orchestra. Like, we didn't get to say it, watch the show, but
Yeah.
just actually physically seeing all of
the
the
damage.
damage. I saw a little bit when we went to see once outside, just the tree coverage. I haven't been to a show where the trees, like, oh man, that used to be, there was a little bit more shade about this time.
Well, I'm glad you saw it so you can kind of like explain, say what
They
you
lost
saw.
a lot
There's
of trees.
But they're still losing every day because you got to think of like there's a windstorm or any type of thunderstorm.
Ooh.
Like tree branches are falling. So they're still losing stuff every single day because of the derecho. So now they've got this problem where they've got all of this stuff, right? Tree branches, trees down. Things are growing that shouldn't be growing there. So they got a little bit of a problem. Now, you could send in big equipment, right? And clean it up. That's going to cost money. You could send in people to do it, but that requires a lot of labor and just a lot of stuff. So what they decided to do is send in 45 goats from Goats on the Go
Yes.
to Dubuque. Didn't even know that was a thing, but I want to go to Goats on the Go in Dubuque. And they're here to save the day. So they have about 2 acres of like the woodland that they need to, like, it needs to be cleared up. And the goats are there to help. Now, the goats, they can graze 1 acre in about a week. So they're going to get this done really quickly.
That's nice.
Yeah. Now, you also can go see it for yourself. But let me give you a little bit of a warning because there's a lot with them. So Bruce Moore is open for the States is open from 8 a.m. until 4:30, Monday through Friday. If you're busy today, that's okay. They're also open Saturday and Sunday, 9:30 till 4:30.
Okay.
So visitors walking or driving through the grounds, you can see the goats at work, or if they're sleeping, you can also see them at rest because they're really cute when they're sleeping. So you can go see them. But I just have some more, like, I guess I would say more warnings for you because
They're not like petting zoo goats.
you're not going for yoga. You're not going to pet the goats. They've got a job to get done. And then there's also like there's the fence. You have to kind of there's a wired electric fence.
Yeah.
There's other fences
Safety
as well.
things.
So you can see them. You will have to see them from a distance. You cannot touch them. Again, they're hired to work. They're working, so you can't play with them. But you can see them get their job done. If you want to this weekend, you can go do that. I think they're probably going to be here for about one more week. I would
Okay.
assume because it only takes them a week to get an
They
acre.
go fast.
They go fast. And if you're wondering why goats, why not anything else? They could, again, bring in equipment. They could also bring in elephants. That's really, really expensive.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I would argue for elephants
Elephants,
as well.
please, next time.
Next time, let's just try just a suggestion. And I know that lions, I mean, that'd be kind of the classic thing for Bruce Moore. Bruce Moore, they had lions on the grounds.
They did?
Yes, the people that owned the house, wasn't this the Sinclair family, I believe, they had lion. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it's there.
That just sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it is super dangerous. That's why they still don't have lions.
They don't got lions
They can't have them
anymore.
anymore.
So that's why we're not going to do that idea either, Claire.
Don't do. Yeah,
That's
they don't like grass, so it wouldn't work. But
No.
it would be kind of cool.
What is down right now, like the weeds and like what's currently down and what needs to get cleaned up, that's what goats like. So it's just perfect for the goats to be there.
Well, maybe we talk about a little bit of a shift from the lion of Bruce Moore to maybe it becomes the goats of Bruce Moore.
I like the idea.
Think about it.
And
Just think about it.
It's only going to take them like 2 weeks to get the project done. And here's the thing. Why are they doing it now? Like it's been a while. Like why are we doing it now? It's because in October, they're going to plant about 300 to 400 trees.
Yes.
So we're going to be looking great over there.
Let's get it spiffed up.
Isn't that cool?
I love it. Yes.
Local nerd news. I just love it.
Thanks, goats.